Delighted to welcome to the show. Monika, I'm going to do my best, Monika, not to mess up your last name. I'm going to go with Hengesbach. How did I do?
You know, you were pretty close. It's Hengesbach, but that was a really good try.
well, thank you for... nobody's called Smith. None of our guests are ever called Smith or Jones or anything simple. But you're very, very welcome. You are a tax-saving expert. You're also the CEO of a company called Decision Financial Services. We brought you on because, well, there's a retirement savings crisis in America, and so many people are working because they cannot afford to stop working.
Yes, that's actually, unfortunately, very true. With the way the economy is, the rising cost of just necessities, gaps in employment, and companies really not offering 401k or matching, we're finding ourselves behind on our savings to be able to retire comfortably.
I'm working because I love it. But a lot of people are really genuinely have to. They can't stop because they don't have enough money. I mean, let's be very specific. They don't have enough money to live if they just went on that fixed income retirement. And it's becoming more and more of a problem for our seniors.
That is correct. I mean, I think I read an article by Fidelity Investment that they said for you to be able to retire comfortably, that means not having trips every year, but comfortably, you need to save 10 times your annual salary by 67. And where we are, we can't, I mean, that's unrealistic goals in my opinion.
Right. No, I would agree with you. That's very unrealistic. So how do we get past this? We've got Social Security, which is paying less than half of average wages. That's going on right now, and most people don't have much in the way of savings at all. So there's only about half of Americans have retirement accounts at all. So we just can't stop working, or we're going to be in deep trouble. Is this going to fall on the younger relatives, the children, and maybe the grandchildren of our seniors? Is this where this is headed?
You know, the sad thing is right now what's also hindering savings for retirement is the fact that Gen Zers are moving back home. And they're living with their parents, and they're back on their parents' checkbook. And so that's even hindering them. So my concern is if you've got the kids back at home living off of the parents, how are those kids going to be self-sufficient enough to then turn around and take care of their parents as they get older? So it's time that we that are close to retirement start assessing our situation and start planning accordingly, whether cutting debt, paying down our house payments, things like that, so we can be a little bit more stable when we do retire.
Yes. When the kids move out, get a studio apartment. I'm just saying, just get a studio apartment, and then they can't come home. So,
yeah.
So they can only come visit. They can't stay.
Yeah, they're sleeper sofas. They find their way, trust me.
Anyway, Monika, thank you very much. It's an interesting time in our country. This is just yet one other thing that we have to concern ourselves with. You have a great rest of the day, and thank you for coming on.